This video is brought to you by the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. Go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd. What's up, guys? So recently I posted a top 5 video featuring my favorite discs of all time. Number 2 on that list is the Latitude 64 Gobi. I showed you the 2 I've been carrying most recently, and I mentioned that I have a whole bunch of them stockpiled because I kind of knew they were going to go out of production and I wanted to cover myself. A viewer named Camden Burgess left me a comment on that video saying, hey, can we get a video showing off all your Gobis? I thought that would be kind of fun, a little plastic show and tell. You guys seem to dig that. And also, it was kind of an opportune moment for me to do that because both of these are pretty broken in at this point. This one I've thrown quite a bit, and it was always a little bit more understable than some of the other ones I've had. And then this one was quite stable when I put it in, but I've really broken this thing in over the last year or so. And these are pretty interchangeable at this point. So I think I'm going to hold on to this one, keep it in the bag because it's like kind of my beater. I'm not super attached to it. If I lose it, it's not that big of a deal. This one I like quite a bit, so I kind of want to hold on to it for sentimental value. And then I have a whole bunch of other ones. So I figured it'd be fun to go through, show you guys all the different ones I have. I have a pretty substantial collection of Gobis, and then maybe we can figure out which one should go in my bag to kind of have a fresher option for a little bit more stability in my Gobi shots. So let's take a look. First of all, here is the bin. I got a bunch of good mid-ranges in here. Pretty much all of my backup mid-ranges are in this bin right now. I don't have that many of other discs, but I do have a few. Let's take a look at those, I guess. While I'm in here, I might as well show you what else is in the box. I have a DGN Anchor. This is just a backup one. This is from the first run of DGN discs. The Opto Anchors fly great. One of my favorite discs for sure. Definitely a really nice overstable mid-range. It's still throwable for the average player. So I hold on to this one as a backup. I also have one backup fuse. I fell in love with the fuse reviewing that as well, and I'm throwing it a ton. I'm actually throwing it in place of the Gobi for a number of different shots out there on the course because it just holds those right-hand turns. I dyed this one as well. Came out all right. But this is just a little backup fuse that I have just in case I lose that pink one that DD sent me. Really great disc for anything that goes left to right. I'm really liking that disc. Anyway, bonus content here. I didn't mean to talk about the fuses and compasses and stuff. I've got some compasses. I got a retro I just hold on to because it doesn't really have much value to sell or trade in or anything. This is the Ricky compass I threw for a good few years. I really like this disc. It's still a phenomenal disc. I just don't really need it with the Gobis. It basically can kind of cover the same type of shots. I got a moonshine compass in here in case I ever want to play some glow. I hold on to that. These are pretty sick. This is a double stamp Sparkle Ricky Celebration compass from his first Worlds. And then I have this orange one as well. They're really nice flyers. I'm actually noticing in this box that some of these are getting kind of fingerprinty. So they've just been kind of stored in this box for a while. And I've never really had that happen before, which I think is interesting. But these ones are really, really nice. Stable to overstable compasses. I really like those. And I also have this one that Rick signed. This is a pre-World Champ Rick compass. Signed when I first met him, which was before Beaver State 2016, I believe. He went on to win, spoiler alert, and yeah, all that stuff. And after that, we got a stack of Gobis. Let's take a look at them. Here they all are. So let's see. Counting the 2 that's in my bag, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 total. Should be plenty. Some of these I didn't really mean to end up with, and they just kind of happened. You know, I found somebody trading for them, or I found them in a used bin, or any of those kind of things. And some of them I purchased after it was announced they were going out of production. I think I got at least one more that popped up on Infinite, stuff like that. So let's take a look at them. This black kind of smoke gray first run, this is one of my favorite ones for sure. This one could go back in the bag at any time. I've thrown this one a lot. It flies really great. It's a little bit more stable. The first run seemed to have a little bit more dome to them. They ended up being just a little bit slower through the air, and they seem to have a little bit more stability overall. That's just kind of based on my testing, but that red one that I showed you earlier from my bag, that one started off pretty stable, and it's very flat. So they're all pretty much the same. You know, I haven't noticed huge differences, but this one did seem to be a little bit more stable than some of the other ones I've thrown, so that could end up going back in the bag at any time. Also, a first run, I have this yellow one. Nice looking disc. This might be a prime candidate for going in the bag. This one's got some wear on it, but it's still pretty clean, and it is a nice max weight, or 175 first run Goby. So yeah, I might throw that one in the bag. We'll see. I like the color for sure. I have a purple first run. This one's definitely getting fingerprinty, as you can see. I don't know if I've ever thrown this one. Maybe a couple of times. It looks like it's got a little bit of wear on it. Hard to say. I genuinely do not remember if throwing this purple first run. I don't think so, actually. So that one's just a backup, ready to rock. I got this red one that I got in a trade. I wasn't really looking for any more red ones, but a buddy, actually, his name's Craig. He was the one who loaned us the Frisbee's Pie Tin last year at Beaver State that we did a review on. So he reached out to me and said he had this one. I think we worked a trade for it, and I wasn't going to turn that down, so happy to have an extra one in there. This one is like the twin for the one that's already in my bag, but I'm just going to hold on to this one for a while. I'm not super keen on putting it in the bag, but it's basically the same as the one that I've been throwing, so that's nice. I kind of know what to expect out of that one, which is always good with your discs. This one is basically a direct replacement for my original one. It's another 174 orange, pretty flat. I guess, you know, second run or whatever it would be. They only did a couple of runs of these. This one, also just a blank orange one that I'm holding on to. This one's got some wear on it. I bagged this one for a little bit for sure. So this one could end up going in the bag. Nice grippy feel on this guy. They all feel amazing to me, at least. It's part of the reason why I love these discs so much, is I really like the feel of them in general. These are a little bit of a weird story. I got a pair of these purple ones with these blue stamp. They're really beautiful 2K Gobies. So I bought some misprint Gobies on DD's website at one point, and when they got here, they were actually Fuji's. They didn't have a stock stamp, so it was just a, you know, clerical error or whatever you want to say. They had them listed incorrectly, but a couple days later we figured it out, and they just sent me this pair of non-misprint purple Gobies. Happy to have them in my collection. Those are ready for service if ever needed to be called upon. This is probably one of the prettier ones I have. This blue one, really beautiful, and I think this one's also brand new. I don't remember how I acquired this one, honestly. I really don't. It's probably through a Facebook buy and sell. I was doing a lot of that. I'm not on Facebook anymore at all, just in case you guys are wondering. And I don't intend to go back, but I did do a lot of selling and trading on Facebook, and also going way back to Discaroo. I don't know if, leave a comment if you guys ever heard of Discaroo. That was a crazy long time ago when we were doing trading and buying and selling on that website. But it was pretty cool, actually, for what it was. This is a really pretty, just nice kind of day glow yellow one. Nice thrower. That could end up in the bag. These could all end up in the bag. I've said that like 100 times already. This is a really cool kind of Robin Hood green first run, and I really like this one. This would be a nice wall hanger, I think, as well. This one's somewhat less likely to go in the bag because I just think it's a really good looking disc, so that one might end up on the wall or something. This is the front runner, honestly, to go. These are the two front runners to go into the bag. Let's put the rest of these away real quick. So I have a pink first run, really nice bright pink first run. I actually threw this one in the top 5 video where I'm wearing my green Sake Bomb shirt and I throw a Goby. That's this one. I've only really tested it a few times, but it's got a little bit of a dome to it, and I think this is the one I'm going to put in the bag. I have a good feeling that this one will do what I want it to do. Just have that little extra stability because it's a much fresher disc, and I really like the bright pink and white. And then I also have this really nice double stamp one I picked up on Infinite. These popped up you know, a few weeks after they were listed as going out of production, and I snagged this one because I had some Infinite's credit, and it's got like a little fleck of material in there. I don't know if you can see by my index finger there. I think that's why it's a misprint, but it looks cool. I like the double stamp. It's pretty symmetrical, and definitely a nice grippy feel on this one. So this might be the one that goes in. So what I want you to do is leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Should I do the pink first run? Should I do this double stamp one? Whichever one you guys pick will end up in my bag. It'll be in the next in the bag video I post. If you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see me do in the future, please let me know. If you have any questions for me, you can leave those down in the comments below as well. I'll get back to you. And if your question is relevant in a certain way, I could make a video about it. Any of those sort of things. I'm really looking forward to continuing to grow this channel, interact with you guys more and more. If you like what I do, definitely check me out on Patreon. You can be part of the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team, help me kind of grow this thing, continue to build it, and put more money and energy into making this channel bigger and better over the next few years. It's definitely something that I really love doing, and I want to be able to take it to the next level. But either way, I appreciate you guys so much just for stopping by, watching the videos, the likes, the subscribes. All that stuff means a lot to me. I'm on the march to 10,000 subscribers. I'm hoping I can bust into that this year. And I'm already almost halfway to 9,000. So stay tuned. Let's see what we can do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers.